it on smash, put in the gas, I will not crash, honey y'all, dash, honey y'all.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is...
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Bridgewater now from the 50. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away.
And he's going to go down again.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Hey, switch gears. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And that's caught by Smith. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. They'll set up to throw.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. The throw over the middle taken in, and that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. 2nd and 1. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone from the 10-yard line in.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DK Metcalf with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first, and he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll run with Lindsey. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Bridgewater. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Higbee. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st. They're going to look to throw.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Taking it about the 16. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, high 7.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 3 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, It almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 31, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter three. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We call it sack block.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
On the ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll set up a throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. They'll drop the throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's
got a man, it's caught. for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score as the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater, and that's complete to Adams. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We got 3. We got 3.
A first down carry for Henry. Runs through the contact. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
3 down.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Phillip Lindsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They'll look to throw.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we doing?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet. Just
under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Bridgewater. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll look to throw here.
Well, how about this?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the 2nd down throw on target. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To try again after the sack. Bridgewater, he almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. Third and long for Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now back to throw. He's got his man complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Looking to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. DK Metcalf becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year as his guys continue to pour it on. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Baltimore, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.